Hey everybody, welcome back to the Starter Rain Gutter Business channel. Today we're just going to give you a walkthrough on our new custom rain gutter trailer. We got a half round machine in here and a KWM box gutter machine. This isn't for the faint of heart. This is quite the setup, not for the newbies out there. These are both these machines are for pretty experienced gutter hangers. So we'll kind of do a walkthrough on how I have my tools and everything in there and show you guys around the machines. So we'll start off with, why did I put two gutter machines in one trailer? Well, these are both for custom jobs. A lot of the custom materials kind of go hand in hand, and I was kind of sick of having so many trailers at the shop and moving my tools around from one to the other, and having just being kind of unorganized with all my custom kind of specialty hand tools and all that. So it's nice to have it all in one spot, especially for these first couple years. I'm probably not going to be having to worry about using a half round machine and this machine in the same day. So we're kind of just scheduling them, just days apart, different days, whatever machine I need for that day. So anyways, we'll start out with the KWM half round machine. This is a Gen 2. I think they just came out with this in the last couple years. They updated a little bit with some better rollers and new drive rollers, and it's supposed to run out steel gutter a little better. It is kind of a finicky machine, but it's been pretty good so far. So the gutter style that it runs out is 6-inch half round with the this is the reverse bead. So that way you can put a hidden hanger in there if you want, or you can put the external gutter bracket on there for, if you want that look. So you can do either way. And this will run, copper, steel. This is actually cold rolled steel, painted gutter, all that. So part of the reason I got such a big trailer is because these half round machines are huge. This thing's 14 feet long, and it's like 2,000 pounds, something like that. So pretty big machine. Works well, and this is a big heavy duty cargo trailer. So I got this machine with a coil cradle. This is like a full-size coil cradle. It's really nice because it has a brake on it, which is different from what I'm used to, which I'll show you next, and then has like a stabilizer for the inside of the coil so the coil won't unravel or anything. Works really good. And then I can just feed this over the spool, which they actually require you to buy a spool with these machines because that helps it feed into the machine correctly. So it's nice to be able to just set small coils on here and then feed them over that spool and in. And then the stuff that I use a lot of that I don't have to move in and out, I can put them on this spool and just keep it on there. Works pretty good. One cool thing that I wasn't expecting when I ordered this was KWM makes a new half round gutter stand, which I've never seen. So I just ordered stands with it, and this is what it came with. And they work really good. They don't scratch anything, and they're made for a half round gutter to sit right in there. So it's super nice. And then I have I built in some little racks in the side, right in the side, tucked in here, that the stands just slide right in and stay next to their machine. Works pretty good. So a couple things to mention with half round is I've done half round for almost as long as I've been in business. I've just always had somebody else run it out for me. And the problems with it is there's just so many variables with half round gutter. There's so many different hanger types for it. They all add a different look to the gutter. There's there's like tons of different external hangers that hold the gutter from the bottom. There's different hangers that hold it from the top. They sit on the fascia. They don't have full contact on the back of the fascia. So there's just so many variables. So if you're wanting to just get into a half round gutter machine, there's a lot involved with it. So one thing to keep in mind with the half round machine, definitely the most difficult to organize the jobs and to make sure you have all the right stuff and that the customer's getting what they want. So next we'll jump into the KWM box gutter machine. So this is also new for us this year. This is a combo machine, so it runs out 6-inch box and 5-inch box. They both use Raytech hangers, which is nice. They both sit flat on the fascia. You just hang them pretty much like a normal gutter. The differences are you have to make your own end caps for them because nobody makes end caps for this type of gutter. So I just use the coil itself. I have a template that we'll show you that we rivet in the end caps, and they turn out really good. The benefits is this is you know, compared to like a sheet metal worker with getting box cutter from a metal fabrication shop, is that this is all seamless, runs out any length you want, and they're just, the fact that you use Raytech hangers still with these, it makes them so much stronger than almost anything that somebody can come up with out of a sheet metal shop. So I've seen some pretty hokey straps and all that on commercial jobs. The guys are trying to figure out how to mount the stupid things and brace the front. And this just makes it so nice to be able to throw a Raytech hanger in here. This one uses a 5-inch hang tight hanger, and this one uses a 6-inch hang tight hanger. So that's super nice to be able to just use those hangers, and makes the job go a little quicker. So as I said before, 5-6-inch combo, they just have you, it's similar to the 5-6-inch combo K-style. They just have you swap out the guillotine, and then there's a bunch of pins in there. You basically just widen everything up. It's a little more complicated. There's like a rail of rollers that you have to bolt in for the lip former part, and then you know, you move some rails around in there, and it's pretty cool. I did it this morning. It worked out really well. It runs out really nice 6-inch gutter. I just switched it from 5 to 6, so it's super simple. I didn't have to tinker around with it at all. Worked pretty good. So just to kind of give you guys an overview of this machine compared to, I had the European box cutter machine all last year, and honestly this is way simpler. The end caps, you just have one template for right and left, doesn't matter which side it's on. The corners, so much easier to cut. You just use your square to make sure you have straight edges everywhere, and there's no top lip to worry about when you're doing your corners and getting them tied together. Makes it way more complicated. If I had to do it again, I would probably use that European box cutter machine more and maybe hold off buying this. I don't know. It is a cool gutter, but it's way tougher to install and way more difficult to make corners and end caps with. So kind of one of my thoughts setting this machine up is to kind of have like a workbench on both sides of the trailer, which is kind of cool. I actually put a Milwaukee Packout workbench and clip-on deal on both machines, and I build all these are our end cap templates. So there's like a 5-inch template and a 6-inch template, and you just trace them out on coil and cut them. This is a finished one. They turn out, and we rivet them on. Worked out pretty nice. It's a nice flat surface to work on. You can keep it clean easy because it's raised, so you're not scratching your end caps while you're building them. Works pretty good. And then if you want for traveling or whatever, you can throw, you know, a different box on that clipboard or whatever they call those things. So this machine is about close to the same width as the half round machine with the motor on the one side of that one. This one's all enclosed though. And this one I got with just a simple mini coil cradle. So these are definitely cheaper, and it's a easier, you know, a little cleaner, easier, simpler setup. One thing I really like about the mini coil cradle is that it has a brake in it, built in, and these ones don't. So I think I've showed you guys this in previous videos, but I just use a 3x4 elbow with some cardboard to slow these rollers down so the coil doesn't unspool. Works pretty good. You can change these from using 15-inch coil or 12-inch coil, and it feeds through the machine well. This machine is a little shorter. It's like 1.5 feet shorter than the half round machine. So I put it closer to the back door in the trailer. So to give me just a little more room for putting stuff right behind this machine right when you walk in the door. One of the big differences between these two machines, and this is the same as my European box cutter machine, is that they are, I'm not sure what the technical name for it is, but they're top feeds. And so you feed the coil straight in from the top, and then these rollers guide it in, and it swings into the machine from the top. So most, you know, 5-inch K-style or 6-inch K-style just feed straight in from the back, which is how the half round machine works. But these ones have like a top load, and then you put on a little ratchet thing that they send you to, you can use this to feed that coil into your machine till the rollers catch. One thing that I've really been liking for organization in pretty much all my setups are these Milwaukee Packout boxes. So these I use for all of our main colors of zip screws. I use, you know, you can throw 5 different colors in there. Super nice. Another thing I did was, so I don't have to chase down batteries all the time in here, is put on a little battery rack for Makita batteries. They just slide right in. And I'm thinking about building maybe a little shelf in here with some that I think they make them to where you can slide your drill into. And then for the box cutter machine, I also put in some regular stands down here in holders as well. So obviously, I don't know if you're ever done fully setting something up, but still kind of working on it in here, so it's a little bit disorganized back here. But up in the neck of the trailer, it's 8 feet, so the downspout boxes stick over. It's actually a little less than 2 feet, which works pretty good. I stack them up there and keep them organized. And then I have some ladder racks up there and like a tire changing deal. And just kind of put some scraps up there. Works pretty good. And then I kind of put my hangers and elbows and glue kind of all down here. So I'll probably make some more dedicated spots for those in the future, but got me going for now. So I also have, you know, some like different gutter hanging screws down here, 1.5 and 2-inch screws. And then usually throw my tool belt in, like one of my coils. Works pretty good for holding them and not bouncing around while you're traveling around. So another thing that I keep in here, most of my trailers, is a work radio. And I use Makita just because they are nice to be able to use, you know, no cord. Just throw a Makita battery in there, have plenty of them sitting around in here. So nice to be able to listen to music, enjoy your day a little bit more, and works pretty good. So I think that's everything. If you guys have any questions, make sure and comment below. Be happy to answer any questions on this setup. Give us the thumbs up if you liked it, thumbs down if you hated it, and we'll see you on the next one. Ready? Hey everybody, welcome back to the Start a Rain Gutter Business channel. This is Josh.